Sorry, I'm back.
Alright, we got enough to do trash. Starting to full.
Sent you fuck.
I thought it'd be a little farther out in the front, but ended up like right underneath it.
Oh, I got it. You just gotta get into here. I got
We'll
into
move
turn.
in a minute.
No, it's his fault.
You can dodge that, Cracker. Okay, well, normal people can dodge that.
I mean, I'm not normal and I dodged it. I'm dumb.
You're not dumb, but you're definitely not normal either.
Wow.
I still didn't call you dumb.
I'm back, sorry.
No problem.
God, these cookies are in such a place. Wait, can you? Thank you.
It just had to wait on the cooldown. The 2-minute cooldown.
Okay, the only thing that changes on this fight is that he occasionally casts the discs while he's in the normal phase. So the intermission phase, we still have to dodge them, but the normal phase we do as well. Now, I would like to try baiting the discs so that they all go towards the back of the room, but that's going to require people to stand where I tell them to stand. So there's a green marker right under the boss. It's kind of hard to see right now. But melee is going to be standing where the purple is, and range is going to stand where the green is. And we can put up a warlock gate so you guys can move quickly, but you only need to stand there until he starts doing the spitting out the discs, so that he turns straight back and spits all the discs at that wall back there. As soon as he's done that, you can get closer to these pillars to be ready to line of sight. And hopefully that will give us a little more room to work with and a little bit less of the discs bouncing off the pillars right away, because he will turn and face a random raid player. And if all the melee are in one group and all the ranged are in one group right behind them, it will go in that direction. But if anybody's not stacked, it could go to the side and not be as clean. Does that make sense to everybody?
I think so.
So basically, once per phase, once or twice, I think he does the discs.
Once per echoing screech. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
Average,
okay, so it's like one line of sight, one screech, one line of sight.
Yep. And just as another reminder, the key, our intermission was messy. last time. So let's try to, if we can, clean it up. As again, that's really the big thing for this phase. So
Yep. I definitely rolled into a disc in the intermission phase. Misjudged my distance.
I noticed
Face first into it.
there were a lot of people that got hit by stuff in the middle.
Like, I got enough space. No, I don't. I went too far.
All right. Any questions?
And all ranged are staying on the left side of the pillar, right?
All the ranged are going to be moving to where the green marker is after, once the Screech is coming. Melee's going to be straight behind him. We're going to try to bait the Screech that direction.
Fair, get there.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone's stacked on green except the people dropping puddles for the ranged. And all the melee straight behind him.
Beware.
Alright, here, now you can move.
3, 2, 1.
Everybody line of sight. I think that worked really well with the discs. We didn't have to dodge much at all.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, everybody, range stack on the green again. The puddle out on
Big
the
Daddy,
wall.
no, get that. You want to get that to the wall, Big Daddy. Not anywhere near the pillars.
Beware.
Alright, you can get back to the pillars again, ranged. After the next line of sight, we stay hidden. Line of sight, stay hidden.
Alright.
Did you accidentally click the gate?
I did.
Beware.
At least you didn't die. It was funny though.
Scared the hell out of me.
Small movements. Don't move if you don't have to.
Hero.
3, 2, 1.
Do the same thing, stack behind him towards the entrance for ranged.
This
Try
side
to
over here,
get
Rich.
baited over there.
Beware.
Watch the bounce, because those are going to bounce right away on the pillar.
2, 1.
Everybody
Right.
hide.
Three, 2, 1.
Range stack on the X.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Watch the ones bouncing off the pillars coming back at melee. Everybody hide.
They hit.
Stay hidden and just stay alive.
Three, two,
Stay hidden.
1.
Don't move if you don't have to.
Beware.
If anybody just saw the gauntlet I just ran, it was really impressive.
That's how you run. I saw you run it. Well, I just gated it.
I don't trust the gates anymore after it killed me that one night in Artificer.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It's a very personal problem.
3, 2, 1.
Beware. The antechamber is ours. But I suspect Nathria.
Not bad. So the first phase worked really well because we got people tightly stacked for the ranged and the melee over here. And the first time he spit out the discs, you dodge them, you go back over by the pillars, and we don't have to scramble with them bouncing off these pillars back at us. The second time we did it, we had most people stacked, but we had a few people standing off to the side over by this pillar. So he turned and spit them at the pillar, which immediately just bounced them back into Melee's face, towards the tanks, towards the melee, towards everybody, which just makes it harder to dodge. So next time, let's do that a little bit better. We did pretty good with the first one.
And again, the big thing with why we didn't move back is again the intermission.
We had
I
too
don't
much blood to move it back to this side, so we tried to reposition on the other, but
I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but that's really oftentimes what it's about, is making sure that you're avoiding that that damage from the intermission, as we got a lot of people hit. So all right, let's keep moving on then.
what I'm saying is he was picked on.
Massively. Like, hilariously.
Just stop getting picked.
Just get that trinket the dog likes, and make sure that all the damage gets transferred to somebody else.
No, I got that on the other character.
Him and Clock both have it now. Clock's already killed Danny with it once, waiting for them to tag team her.
Yeah, if she was here tonight for the normal run, I would have had to use it on along with Clock. Wait, he's on the wrong character. That wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
I think you could convince him to swap to the character that had it. You both could
For a
double team
chance
damage.
to kill Danny, yeah, he'd have swapped.
They kill me for a chance to kill anyone, I would have swapped.
Double Danny though.
You're not wrong.
For some reason, I hear, like, in my head, just that line. Are you kidding me? I would kill you for a Klondike bar.
Well, I'd definitely murder everyone in the raid for a Klondike bar. Actually, I was paid 15k to pull a boss once. Nice, Shane.
Yeah, and I didn't know why you were trying to trade me gold, and I kicked myself after for closing the trade.
The kennels house the master's hunting pack. He keeps
Okay.
starved.
I'm easily bribed.
To the Hound Master's cruelty, so we can advance to the lower levels of the castle.
I can smell your fear. Margot, to me.
Alright, first phase, the bear, it does a red circle on someone. You need to share that circle with about 4 people. Don't run away with that circle, or you'll die unless you have an immunity. And if you do, make sure that you're calling it out so that other people don't die trying to save you. If you get picked for the arrows, spread out a little bit so the arrows aren't overlapping, but don't move around too much. You're going to get hit with a bleed. Don't get other people hit with it. Let other people move around you, so just stay still. Try not to move unless you absolutely have to when you're picked for the arrows. When the second dog comes out, we're going to take him in the corner by the X. It's going to spawn 2 shades that have to be CC'd. Nobody touches the shades until we tell them to. Got Hunter Traps, we've got Hibernate, Hex. Fear does work, but last ditch resort because it can push them towards people's AoE, and be careful with that. When the shades get enough stacks of a debuff, we will call to switch and kill one. Only switch and kill one when we call for it. When we do that, rogues specifically, and Joe Paul, long stuns to stop it from casting. It needs to be stunned so none of its casts ever go off. And for the majority of the fight, you can just be on the boss the whole time, except when we're calling for DPS to switch to the shades. You can cleave damage when the boss and the bear is together, but don't worry about the one that I'm tanking in the corner by myself, because we don't want people over there AoEing and accidentally breaking the CC on the shades.
Yo, Heil, sorry.
Yeah, what's
Last
up?
phase, brown circles, get them out away from the group, off to the sides as best you can. The arrows will be ongoing throughout the whole fight. And that's about it. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say Heil should be either you or me to do the stun. We have deeper stratagem. I'll let you do it if you want.
Your pull's also
All right.
pretty good. Hammer Justice is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
with
hit the
their
first
stun.
one.
Okay.
I'll try to call it out too, by the way, just so we can time it right.
Sounds good. And you don't have to stun it the moment that it comes out, but it does need to be stunned mid-cast so that it doesn't finish its cast. It won't be interruptible by anything else. And while we're killing it, it will die very quickly, so it shouldn't take more than 1 or 2 stuns to just lock it down and kill it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hunt begins. I have enough bows for everyone.
We're out of the second the tank dot.
Margot, make them bleed.
Yep, I figured.
This
Stay on the boss.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Shade is out.
Vargas, rend their souls.
CC on the moon.
This boat has your name on it. Nothing escapes my sight.
Shade out again.
I have enough boats for everyone.
Swap and kill the moon. Now kill the other one. Healing shades out again.
Stunning.
Vargas, rend their souls.
2 targets to CC.
Forgot to hero. We can still hero during this phase.
Yeah,
Let's
2
get
now.
finished.
Has your name. Nothing escapes my sight.
One more healing shade up.
Execute it here, now.
Swap and kill the one that's frost trapped.
I have enough boats.
This is too far away.
And then immediately kill the other one.
Shut up, oh.
Circles out of the raid.
This boat has your name. Acutus, shut up, oh.
Circles out.
Nothing escapes my sight. Acutus, shut up, oh.
Out the circles.
Get meds up if you can. No.
Nothing escapes my sight. This boat has your name on it. Acutus, shut up, oh. Rush us! No! Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing escapes my sight.
Great job, guys.
You are the Alpha now.
Congrats to Lynn on the weapon.
Excuse you.
Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, congrats to Clock on the weapon. I see LI and, you know.
The passage is down here, mortals.
The way ahead.
I mean, yeah, I can't really blame you, but
Congrats, Linsona.
Oh, no. No, and I'm just putting one where there isn't because there's two later. So
I've been doing it all night. I'm like getting dyslexic about it. I'm like,
Suffer.
I have a belt up for roll, but I'm gonna wait till Hyle's back just in case.
Yui.
Brett?
Here, the largest of its kind I have seen.
Yeah, we have no skinners, and I see Billy skinning everything.
Well, I forgot to skin the two right there. So there's two up there, and I'm like killing me right now inside. Like, oh,
I got you, Billy. Hold on. I'm coming, buddy.
He's gonna give
thank
you a
you.
gate.
You're the real hero, Sent.
I can't use that here. What are you talking about?
Oh, bottles.
Yeah, doesn't even let me put it there. That's really retarded.
That's crazy.
Another.
Another
Wait,
for
did
the
you get
same person.
two of the exact same thing?
Want to buy one of those, Craig? It's an upgrade.
Great monk staff. Or great tank monk staff. I guess both.
Yeah.
No. If I had that, I'd have the Brutosaur for my gnome. Gosh. It does. It's on the black market only.
It's popped up a few times on the black market.
How much is it there? Same price or?
Starting bid is 5 million.
The starting bid is 5 million. The ending bid last time was like 7 or 8 on my server. Part of of it is there's not that many people that are new that have gotten that much money.
Did you roll for that belt already?
No.
No, I'll do that now. Everybody's back. Leather belt. Like Kyle? Alright, group 2 is going to start on the star. Group 3 is going to start on the circle. Group 4 is going to start on the green. You may have to shift around groups depending on who gets the cuddle puddles, the white swirlies. But everybody in the raid should be stacked on one of those 3 points for most of the fight. Really important when you get the laser beams to go out to the left between the other groups so that you're not hitting the groups. You don't have to run away with it. You don't have to get very far. All you got to do is sidestep a little to the side and put your beam between the piles of people so that you don't debuff the whole group. When he does big purple circles on everyone, everyone's going to spread out, and what I want everybody to do is no one should be between the circle and the X when that happens. When we get the big purple circles, everyone goes as far to the sides as they can because it's going to spawn a ball. And that ball, if it's close to the edge of the room, you don't have to touch it, just leave it over there. If it's in the middle of the room or if it's by the tanks or by the melee, someone that's healthy or has something like cloak can soak the damage. It does about 10k damage when it pops, and it'll clear the floor space. So if they're close to the raid, people with immunities or damage reduction can soak a couple. But for the most part, everybody should get them off to the sides anyway, so this corridor down the center is clear. When he does consume, everyone's running to the X. We're going to stack over here. And when we go back into position, everyone stays in line with the circle until after the first set of beams. Once he picks targets for the beams, those people move out to the side, far enough away from the center. Everyone else should be in that straight line between the circle and the X. After the beams go off, then we all regroup at our 3 stack points. Any questions?
You said people who don't have the beam just stack down this middle.
Yes, so when we all run out for consume, everyone's going to be here by the X. When we run back in, the boss isn't going to get all the way back in position before he stops to cast the beams. So 3 people are going to get picked for beams while we're all running back into place. So it's really important that we don't all spread out and go back to the star and the green until after the beams cast. So when we're running back, this corridor should always be safe, and whoever gets the beams just goes out to the side. Beams go off, and then you can spread out and go back to your groups.
Let's say the gateway there is the boss. Don't run out this way. Run out this way. Don't just run straight left or straight right. Yeah, pick a side around the boss and stay close, because if people are running close and you run far, they're not going to know you're behind them.
Yep. We want to be careful with people not running too far away when the beams happen, because what happens is two people can get picked and go to the same direction, and if one is close to the boss, you may not see someone running out behind you, and you'll get hit by both, and you'll both die. It's really important to not hit other people with the beam so that it doesn't debuff them, because if they get picked for the beam, then they're guaranteed to die when it hits them.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Good job with the beams, guys.
Three, 2, 1.
Innervate on you, Kath.
Yep, I'll get you next.
Spread, get your balls to the wall.
I'm eating this ball.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for the run to X shortly.
Three, 2, 1.
Ooh, that was bad.
I think we're gonna wipe it.
Yeah, that was all three in the same group.
Just stand in, consume, wipe it up. Let's redo this.
1.
I'm gonna go grab all the balls and touch them.
Yep, stop healing. Kill yourselves quickly.
Yeah, grab balls, people. There you go.
Good life advice, too. Grab life by the ball.
2, 1.
Or death in this instance.
You can repair at the front, and there's a mirror open on the left side.
And if it is not blaringly obvious when you get picked for the beam and you gotta move, make it so. Fix your add-on so it does not
DBM,
let you miss it.
you can change the sound so it's different, so that it's very, very, very clear when it picks you, so that you know you have to move.
You can change the icon too, right?
I don't think you can change the icon. You can make it. I mean, theoretically, I can get it so that it marks the people. I think.
I thought it already marks people.
Yeah, it's marking people. And
Yeah,
it's
so-
calling out over their heads, too.
Yeah, so all three were in the same group. We all ran right, and we all tried to dodge each other, and we didn't. It was just bad timing.
I'm putting a feast out.
So I've got 2 sets of markers out now. So if the miasma will be star, orange, purple, or green, and if you have moon, blue, X, or skull, you will be. That means you have miasma over your head. So if you all of a sudden notice a new cherry over your head, it means something happened.
Thanks for the feast.
Yeah, if I think in the future, if he gets it, if we get the circle part, whatever those circles are, I'm gonna just taunt him back off you, because I think I deal with those
Yeah.
a little bit more effectively.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. When we have to spread, just taunt him, and you
Yeah.
keep him in the center, and I'll move out.
Yeah.
Lazy dog.
As I didn't use either of my cheat deaths until after we called wipe, and then I used both of them, which is why I was up for forever. I'm just sitting here going, kill me. Okay, that's one cheat death. Okay, kill me now. No, it's still killing me. No, okay. Oh, there's the second cheat death. It did, but it probably got reset. Like both. Yeah, most of the time, many cooldowns that are long enough will get reset once you wipe on a boss.
I also have an extra one to give somebody if they need it.
Yeah, I brought a bunch with me. Just let me know.
Well, 1 second.
You all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's one way to start
Well,
things?
Oh, wait.
Are we going?
Yep.
yeah, he's pulled.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna stop.
Someone
Yeah.
told him.
Oh, beams.
3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yep. It happens. You get picked for both. Everybody the X.
Can we get Spirit Link? I guess we don't have a
No, we
healer.
don't have breath push on. Stay in the middle on the way back until the first set of beams. Beams move out to the sides. Now everybody get back to your groups.
Three, two, one.
We have two stacked here. Can somebody? There you go.
Three, two, one.
What the fuck? It just hit me through the portal and I didn't even click it. I didn't click anything.
The lock portal?
Yeah, it just took me to the back of the room, like, randomly. I didn't click it. I was doing any clicking. That was weird.
X.
Three, two, one.
Beams out to the side. Back in positions.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Oops.
You're a little too close, man. Get clipped by the beam if you're like in his hitbox.
Three, two, one.
Run away, little girl.
Out to the X.
Three, two, one.
Careful on the way back in. It's out. And reposition.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Hero?
Yeah.
Yeah. We get for not having Danny here. It's her job. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't have to remember that normally.
I always like to call out that I never want to call out early on you guys.
Back on me, people. You're leaving me to die.
We've got a lot of people dead. You may have to go to another. You have to reconsolidate.
Get those orbs if you can with your cloaks or whatever.
Two, one.
Mine's on cooldown.
Everybody just stack on orange after the beams. Just stay together.
Three,
Easy
two,
clap.
one.
Well done, mortals. The enemy
I see, but it's done.
Thanks.
Oh, yes. Got that conduit.
I think that's offhand, actually. Nope, that's a weapon. That's a weapon. Yep. So let's start with the male helm that was listed earlier. Haste Mastery male helm.
Are we rolling for the helm or rolling for the
Helm.
Or that
We're rolling for the helm first.
Lucinda, I'm following you. Don't lose me.
I know a passage that leads back to the engine.
All right. Give that to Clock. And let's roll up next for the weapon. Priest, Shaman, Paladin weapon.
The Stoneborn will
Sent
permit
roll
you
to
to use
96.
such ruthless
Well, I'm opening up the port. I was opening up the portal regardless. We can try Dark Vein. I don't know how we're due on it. It's a more difficult fight than normal is, and got some pretty tight DPS checks.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be good for people to see it at least.
We can try.
It's up to you.
I'm okay trying it. We can get it pull in if you guys want. It's now
Yeah,
what
it's
is
getting
it?
pretty late, so if we want to give it a pull or two, that's fine.
Give it a pull so people can see it.
Won the weapon.
Looks like Joe Paul weapon.
Rolled a 96.
Gregory can't use that weapon.
Oh, not Sin. I guess it was fucking. What? Oh, he was going for the helm. I see. You gotta change your hunter's name. It's too fucking much. I'm like just dyslexic enough. That's a really bad time for me.
I'm trying to find Joe Paul here.
The only thing I've got for you dogs is suffer.
All right, we're gonna start in trash real quickly.
Joe Paul.
Is your taunt thing doing the recording my taunts? Because like I taunt, but I see it pop up in your screen. Or are we just taunting the exact same time?
Maybe both.
Yes.
Don't run away from those. You're supposed to catch those.
You were talking to me, huh?
Like, I saw a Shadow Priest just, like, inch forward. Like, I don't
It
want...
was me. Yeah.
Those are bad news bears if you don't catch them.
So see that big red circle right now? That's what it looks like when you're spawning an ad on the boss. When you
Two
get that
people are
circle,
going to get that.
you're
Two
gonna-
people will get that circle.
Yeah. When you get that, the one that can move is going to be
Big Daddy, you got to get that. No, is that Big Daddy?
run in melee with the line. Go line up with the balls, the red balls.
Yep, you got to get that line to the ball.
And claw.
Everyone should be on the app and interrupting the app. There's two balls out.
So during the boss fight, there will be 3 of those little red balls spawning. 3 people will get picked and linked together. Really important that you don't run between the balls. You don't hug the balls. You need to get behind them and make the line coming out of you go through each of the balls. Like your line needs to go through one ball, the next player's line needs to go through another ball, and the third to get them to despawn. Ranged little red puddles to soak. When the ads spawn, there's 2 types of ads now. There's the one that has to be tanked. We're going to drop it at X.
And the one that has to be interrupted, that will be dropped at orange. Get them as close as you can without overlapping the circle, so it doesn't have to be exactly at X or exactly at orange, but get them as close to there without getting anybody else in your circle as possible. The other major mechanic is we'll need one person on each side, one person to get Skull and Moon, the other person to get green, and blue to open them up.
Cannon can do one side and Scent can do the other.
But Canna and Scent, be vocal, because when you open it up now, it's not a dot on you; it's a dot on the entire raid. When you open up the canister, so it hits a lot harder into everybody. So healers, be ready when they say that you will have to pump out some healing. I'm not saying you necessarily need a healing cooldown, but it wouldn't hurt.
Yes.
You were saying one ad needs to be dropped at the X and one at the circle. And saying
You're not going to know which one.
Method.
You're not going to know which
Yeah.
one,
You'll
unfortunately.
just see two people with big circles on them, just spread out so that
Yeah,
you get them close to melee, but don't drop them right on top of other people, and drop them as close together as you can so we can cleave damage. We're always killing whichever one comes up that is casting first, and then the other one, and then the boss.
Perfect.
Wish we had a mage.
Five, 4, 3.
You got knockback. It means that you got selected for the orb.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, dogs.
It's right
Yeah, you made one of the melee run all the way back to the room.
If you're melee, make sure you're not stacking in those.
Training one. Soak the thing.
The one that needs to be interrupted.
Someone kick.
Kill the other one.
Balls are up.
You got to move whoever's over there with the orange circle. You got to run it through the orb. Whoever's got the orange circle.
Make the line go through the ball.
Whoever's got the.
It definitely was going through the ball on my side.
Yeah, it looks like
this one's dead.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, we're gonna have to wipe it.
I don't think it was. Was it going through on your side, Cannibals?
One is dead. One person's dead, so it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I think it was the other side, whatever the yellow star was.
So we're wiping?
I was gonna wipe this in a minute. Balls explode.
Once all your cheat deaths run out.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to pick one of the two. Make sure that whatever ball you're standing through, one of the two orbs goes through your ball.
One person was dead because they got killed by the beams.
Yeah, but
there
the
were
phase before that, the balls weren't lined up. Like
For a while.
before somebody died, there were people standing there.
Well, I was also saying that it wasn't that they stood there. I think he ran. I think he got too close to the ball and died, and then nobody else could line it up.
Yeah. That happens. But so
very careful don't hug the balls. Don't run between them. Whichever melee had to run all the way to the back, it was good that you tried to get there quickly, but you ran between them, which also makes you take a lot of damage. And you shouldn't have had to run all that way, but thank you for getting there. It's just Yep. Just be careful. These balls don't want you to hug them. Well, they want you to hug them, but you don't want to touch them.
So now that everyone's seen it, does anybody have any questions?
If you've got a speed boost too, feel free to use that to go to a far one. But you should be able to kind of spread yourselves out and each get to one without having to run through them. The line coming out of you, you have a line coming out like left and right side of you. Only one of those lines has to go through a ball. So if you line up so that it's going through a ball, the next player lines up so it's going through a ball, and then the third. You don't have to get both of the lines through a ball on your side. It's each ball needs one line going through it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reminder, don't run away from those. Those need to be sub.
By one person.
If you're
Balls are up.
already in it, don't run out of it. Perfect.
Very good job.
Much less damage this round.
Apparently, when you play Shadow Priest, you should have Vampiric up. Who knew?
Dogs, Min, and Anita.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Bring the ad
Got a
close.
problem with that,
Stop
you
running
know?
away. Good hustle.
My bad, I went half retard.
Training 1. Orb's coming up.
Get the line to the balls. This one line has to go through the ball. Just one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Journey 3.
Oh,
Stood in a puddle dropping the ad there. Gotta watch your feet.
Oh, one of them must have hit the floor.
Yep.
I got through my entire first power infusion and void form without even having Vampiric up. I was like, where the fuck am I? And I was like, oh my god.
You're not in shadow form?
I had Shadow Form up. It's just I didn't put Vampiric up, so I wasn't doing any of my extra damage. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" I was like, "Oh my god."
So, question with that, where I stood in that puddle,
Yeah.
did it just one shot me?
No,
It just
you
ticks
died.
high.
No, it ticked over the course. I mean, my log only goes back 6 seconds, but you got hit for 1.4k from that dot, another 1.2k from the container being open, another 1.2k from the container, 1.4 from that. Basically, you're just getting constantly dotted by those two. It looks like. Constantly, the biggest one was the lingering animal, which was standing on the ground, but you were in the lowish side by that happens, and each one of those ticked for about 7k by getting you hit.
It also does a burst of damage when it expires and summons the ad, so that hurts a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not always going to be a safe spot to stand where the markers are, so you may have to adjust. We just want the ads close to the boss and close to each other, just not on top of other people. But if you have puddles in the way, you'll have to kind of just play it by ear and readjust to that.
Yeah, those markers are not exact, just general ideas of where we want them to be. Definitely not exact.
And as far as dropping the ad, anybody inside that circle is going to take the drop damage?
Yes. So nobody wants to
Okay.
be inside that circle if you can avoid it.
Yeah, when are we heroing?
The third container.
They're at least 5 minutes from pull until the third.
No, well, it depends on our DPS. So
Don't they automatically change after like a minute and a half anyway?
A minute and 40 seconds they change.
yeah, so no, I mean it should be
Or DPS. It's
or
faster
DPS.
if its DPS is higher. But our DPS is on the very low side for this fight.
Yeah. As I mean, if you don't get enough damage early enough, you get what killed most of us, which was the container exploding on us.
All right, Uzi, I'm gonna need you to up your damage.
Sorry, can't do it.
We got it this time, guys.
Yeah, dudes.
Catch those bottles, team.
Yeah, those bottles are serious business.
Yeah, I think that killed a lot of us at the end there.
I'm sure gonna catch a bottle in a minute. Tell you what.
Find the bottom of a bottle.
Hey yo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess I'll catch this one.
Throw up.
Oh, finally got B.
Don't get
Oh,
too
we
close
did
to
it,
the
we did
balls,
it.
but good job.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Draining one.
Trade with me. Take the boss, please. Thank you.
I taunted her. She just didn't want to come.
I'll catch this one here.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Training 3.
Red circle to the boss.
Good.
So I missed one.
I think
Yeah.
it was in the melee under the ad soak, or like the ad circle. I saw it as Spence was running out. I was like, oh no. Just the overlap, we couldn't see it under the
Yeah,
other
that's
one.
brutal that they do that with all the red.
Yeah.
It's like a mechanic in itself to not be colorblind.
I don't know why everything has to be red. Make one of them purple. Make them a different color.
Stoneborn were permitted to use such roots to see to our master's demands. The debaucheries I have.
Probably have time for one more, and that'll probably be it for tonight. Yep, one more, and then we're done.
How close did we get her?
She was at
Yay.
58%.
Oh, jeez.
So are we just screwing up catching anima containers?
So looks like what killed most people was the bottled anima hitting the ground.
And it was the one
Yeah,
by
that's
melee,
what
so it's
I
hard
Yeah,
to
that's
see.
that fucked up one.
Yeah, it was in the ad circle.
Yeah.
That came up to drop the ad circle, and as he was leaving, there was another tiny little circle inside of it. I was like, oh no, it didn't get there fast enough.
I mean, again, sometimes you get a little bit of bad RNG, but yeah, it's, if we did that, it's going to be a little longer. So, but at the same time, we were definitely a little bit on the lower side for DPS still. That was 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, so we had about another 40 seconds to get 8% health. Might have been able to get there, but it would have been close.
I think that would have been fine. Got the first phase done pretty quick.
Triangles and bottles, team. That's all. Pretty simple. Let's get it.
Damn geometry.
Damn geography.
Yeah, geology is my worst subject.
It's a bit of alchemy and geometry.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Kath, I'm going to innervate you on the first drop.
I got the back wall. Hustle.
Good job.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, sprint next time, Kyle.
Yeah, I did it too late. I'm an idiot.
Ad's coming up.
You know I'm special, Billy.
So with a B.
I'm on a bottle as well.
Training 1.
Heals. There's a bottle here. I'm gonna cloak it. I got it.
Good.
Nice.
4, 3, 2, 1.
To the marker.
No.
We'll run away, Joe Paul.
Get the bottle.
I feel like there's some triangles, yeah. Well, there's a
We
line
got 2
running
on the
through
wrong
me.
side. Or someone died.
Yeah, someone died.
Alright, we could
Oh, we
salvage
did
this. Somebody catch this close battle, just one.
Hey, go back, Billy. Go back. Oh, no.
I died right as it picked me.
A Raven.
Is it a Viperino? Oh.
We
Yeah.
almost. Yeah, someone died with the beam.
The moment it started, I was dead.
That's pretty crappy. Like, why would it? It should switch to another person.
Well, that's part of the mechanics, and yeah, I mean this is a significant step up in difficulty for this particular boss. So it don't feel too discouraged that you didn't get this. In my opinion, it's of the middle tier bosses, this is the most difficult.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Not a bad night.